Do you have a low interest rate on your current home, which makes it seem like you'll never be able to move? This might be the time to start exploring if that's your situation. So amazingly, over half of Americans have interest rates below 4 on their current properties. Kudos to all of you who have done that. But with the interest rates being higher right now, that can make it hard to make a move because you're going to be borrowing money at a higher rate in order to make that move. And it has a lot of people feeling like, hey, we're going to be stuck in this house forever. Well, there's a really interesting dynamic in the market right now where the best properties, great properties, they are getting tons of interest because a lot of those folks with great interest rates are not putting their house on the market. And so there's not enough houses for the number of buyers that are out there. Just this weekend, we had over 100 people come to one open house. What are the other 98 people going to do who didn't buy that house? Well, they're looking for one. And when you have that kind of demand, that's good for the sellers. So here's the interesting thing, is if you're in that situation where you ask yourself, hey, in the perfect situation, if I found the perfect house at the perfect price, would I take on a higher interest rate and sell my house, assuming I could get the price that I want for it? If the answer to that is yes, it may be more possible than you think. One of the things that's interesting right now in the market is we're seeing more variation. And so based on where you're looking, the price point, the type of house, not every property is getting 100 people to the open house. And so we are also seeing negotiation and price decreases as well, which is interesting because, last year everything was getting those 100 people through the door. And so you may have the opportunity to actually get something better that's better for you, that you want, and sell your house at a great price. And if you do both of those things well and correctly, it may make up for that interest rate difference moving forward. And also, you're not living with the interest rate, right? The interest rate isn't giving you more space. It's not giving you a backyard, a better commute, a better community, better schools. I mean, there is a value to living there as well, which obviously you have to factor in. So here would be my advice. If that's your situation, you're like, hey, in the perfect situation, I would move. I don't care what the interest rate is. Then, hey, reach out. Let us spend some time with you, go through your situation, and see how possible that is. And if it's not possible, you spend a little bit of time, you can feel confident where you are. If it is possible, then hey, you just continue to put one foot in front of the other and see if you can find that right property that's out there. So everybody, thanks for listening this week. Let's take advantage of the current market. It's different than what it's been. And everybody else, we'll see you next week.